Your brain has a hardware limit. It can burst genius, but it cannot sustain them. This biological constraint is the only thing stopping you from scaling your intellectual capital. Today, I'm going to tell you how to use AI to create a state-holding architecture to bypass this limit. But before we can build this, we need to understand the problem and why this is happening. So there is a cognitive entropy. So basically, when we are under the shower, we can have this amazing idea, really crystal clear ideas, genius moment of creativity. Then by the time that we sit down, they can somehow they break apart. So this is a burst of intelligence, of vision that can only be held for a certain amount of time. So you maybe have this experience where, for example, you read a book or learned something at school, and in that moment everything is clear. It's this exact thing is going to change my life. Then a few hours later, you don't even know why you said something like this. You remember, I said that would change my life, but I don't know. I don't know why. I can't find the logic back. Okay, so from a genius to dust, basically. This is how our brain works, at least mine for sure. Okay, so the point of reaching this high-level resonant is something that we can do it. And in that moment, everything becomes amazing. But without the ability to sustain the level of intelligence, somehow we lose a lot of opportunity. So one element that happens is that because we have this moment of genius and we can't hold it, what we do, we drift from them. Okay, we get confused, we don't know why, we have several ideas, the concept is not clear enough, so therefore we drift away. And that drifting make the picture basically blurred. So now what's the solution? The solution is to use AI to augment our ability. This is not about creating a new chatbot, a new productivity tool. No, this is about creating an external architecture that can help us holding this genius. So when we have high fidelity moment, okay, this genius moment, what we need to do is to somehow record them. What I do personally, I use my phone to record my thinking. Okay, I think I do a session called Think Out Loud. So I go in the park, I walk around, whatever. I like walking when I think, and I record my thoughts. This allows me to have a high fidelity picture of my ideas. That I record them because I know I will forget them. So I record them, and through a specific prompt that I created, I give this to AI, and AI, what it does is unpack them and create a structure and create basically a specific point where I've been talking about and what they mean. So this, what is possible now to do is to create a system that AI holds all those high-level ideas so it can actually hold them in position. So, because the point here is, as soon as I go away from this idea, they become blurred, like I said, I drift away, and it becomes difficult to go back to them. But AI, because it's this AI has all those ideas inside through document, through protocols, through the architecture itself. What is happening now? It can hold them for me, and when I chat with this AI, I can use AI to actually use those elements. But how do I apply it? So what's the workflow? Workflow. In practice, this is done in this way. Okay, so what I do is, for example, I have an idea, I chat with the idea, and the AI compare my new idea with my high-level thinking. So it has a series of protocol inside which use to compare those ideas. but also has my history, so it knows what I've been doing, what I've been thinking about, so it has a philosophy inside, so everything that I present, it can see it from a high level point of view. And that is not chatting with a random AI. It's not chatting with your, whatever AI you're using. It's with this default AI. This is chatting with an AI that represent my brain at the peak moment. Okay, so that is an interesting way to chat with ideas. So it's not AI that gives you ideas, is AI that hold your ideas and compare your new ideas, your new thinking, your new document, whatever you're working on, with this high level thinking. So that means AI is augmenting you, it's not replacing you. Okay, you're still in control, it's still your idea, it's still your whatever you want to say is you. Connecting with yourself at high level pitch, a high level thinking. So another thing that is really interesting is what is happening now within what are called AI artisans. Okay, so those AI artisans are building those kind of AI. I'm not the only one. Okay, there is a lot of them. So what is happening now? Which is something that we never saw before in the history, because it was not possible with our AI. That we make our AI talk to each other. Okay, so we know that the amount of brain power needed to have this high-level discussion, it's a lot. So it's much easier to have those AI interact with each other, and we as a human, what we do is check if the output is at the high standard. Okay, so it's much easier to check if something's being thought correctly than actually thinking from scratch. So the fact that AI is going to bring back my thinking at high level, then all I need to do is to check, yes, the output is resonating with me, makes sense for me, represent what I'm saying, so I can give to this other user and give feedback, for example, on their work. What they do, they do the same. They give this to the AI. The AI give back the output, and with their point of view, and therefore this exchange, what it does, create two things. Okay, one is a really weird way of chatting, and second, it creates a high level thinking with low effort. This low effort, what it create is they allow us to give high level feedback, for example, to others. It requires us to do this much more than we could do by our own. So think about, you have an interaction. To reach the level of attention on details, of reasoning and so on, it's not something that you can do for hours, all day, every day. Okay, it's something that happens every now and then. But you can now leverage this to interact with every single one, which in somehow is weird. Okay, I'm not denying the fact that this is weird. Okay, I completely embrace the weirdness of this and say, okay, for now it's weird. Maybe it will become the new way of thinking or working with this AI that empowers us. But this is what we have today. This is the experiment we need to do. We might find out this is completely wrong. We might find out this is destroying society. We might find out that this is actually a really good way to do this high fidelity thinking with a lot of people. So this is a way to scale basically ourselves by, it's a sort of, because you can see in a way that, okay, that is a clone of me, but it's not really clone, because it's missing too many things to be a clone. But it's something that hold our thinking, and it doesn't remove our sovereignty, because we are always in control, first of all, because we need to read back the output, but also it doesn't create new ideas. Okay, it just works on our ideas. So we are still in control, we are not being manipulated into other people's ideas or AI ideas. Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk today. I want your thinking about this, and thanks for staying until now. Like and subscribe, and see you soon. Ciao.